goes off, that means that we are live. How you guys doing? Gerald Alfred here, and I got my boy Marcel in. Marcel, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are. Tell them a little bit about what you do, and just introduce yourself.
Okay. Well, thank you, Gerald. This is a great opportunity that I feel being part of the same family. And I see you drink water. That's a good idea.
Yes,
I do the same thing here. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to tell you later about that. That's my Kangen water. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, water is a big part of my life nowadays. But let's roll back a little bit. So it started with me being in corporate banking and IT for about 25 years. The last 10 years it was as a consultant externally, and then I finished off with one more job at a software development company in Orlando. And well, it didn't take more than 14 months or I got fired, and I realized I really didn't want to go back to corporate. Oh, the word fired is not correct. I was let go, so they were downsizing. Well, it didn't make too much difference for me. Anyway, so I'm just saying that I decided at that point that was the last job, job, I was going to take, and also much to my dismay of my wife, I'm pushing forward to get my internet marketing going. And I also am in a number of network marketing companies that I really like, with real good products that I use on the health and wellness side, on the beauty and skincare side, but also on personality analysis,
Nice.
and even on the non-profit, because I really like to help people. But if at the same time we can build a network, because that's what it's about, building networks, then I'm all in favor of that. So, and of course, I have been in Empower for quite some time. And to be honest, I have been in Empower on one with one sponsor, and then somehow I gave up. It was the time actually that I wasn't sure about the ethical side of Empower, because it was kind of cowboy at the beginning, or I should say around 2012-13. And but then I met Miles, who are upline, and Miles I had actually met down in Boca Raton in Florida on a real estate convention.
Nice.
And we got to meet each other, and he didn't know anything about marketing, and I knew a lot about marketing. And what happened then is I saw that he followed the book, as I understand that you followed the book, and has become very successful, and you likewise. So I have learned in the meantime that even though I may
Hold on, Marcel. You started chopping up. Say that one more time.
be led by others, but if I am doing the videos and doing the work that's involved, spending the time to watch the videos and spending the time and focusing on the work that needs to be done to set up the business, even starting from a free marketing, low budget with blogging, then I have all the possibilities of building that out to become a large network and to build a significant revenue per month. So I'm trying to connect to people that have actually done that, and Miles being one of them. But to be honest, Miles is pretty busy nowadays. So I'm looking for others that have been trained by Miles, and to see if I can get back on track with Miles. I mean, and Chris Brendamore is one that I am in contact with now and then.
Chris is
And
cool,
yeah, and I'm very happy to meet you. So
likewise.
yeah. So thank you. What's specific about me going to Manchester and New Hampshire? Because first of all, I'm really from Holland. I'm Dutch. I'm from the Netherlands. and that is where I met my current wife, Patricia, in beginning of the century, I should say. So that's 2000 and what, 2000, 2001, and then after some time back and forth, we decided to live together, and first in the Netherlands, and then at some point, 2010, she was asked to work for an American company, or bank, I should say, rather than a Dutch one. And also her son had a daughter, so that's her granddaughter, was about a year old. And I said, no, if you want to enjoy your granddaughter, and by the way, your work also is handy, let's be in the US. So that's in 2010, came over to the US. First, thought I could do my internet marketing together with real estate people, real estate investors. But it turned out that while they were not making any money, I wasn't making any money either. So I then said, okay, I have to do this on my own. But, then I found that the next blockage was myself, my internal belief in myself. And I had to work on that, which I did. And it's taken some time, and also taken, I should say, a lot of investment, also in money, learning, but also buying other products from other companies. Some of them really great, and some of them was a total waste when I look back, but it's all learning money. So, so beginning of this year, 2014, I got in touch with a team up in Manchester, New Hampshire. So while I was in Orlando, Florida, at my home there, and we started working together, and it really clicked. It clicked in the sense that I found out what I'm good at, and that actually the technical things that I used to do, the IT stuff, I hadn't kept up enough in the last year. So even if I could do it, I wasn't fast at it. And also I noticed that I had mentally, even spiritually, grown to be a different person. I wanted to use more of what I've been reading, because I love my Audible, I love ebooks, and even physical books. I mean, I've always got books with me. What do I have with me right now? I got two books here to show you her. This one you may well know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the whole story. Robert Kiyosaki, Business of the 21st Century. It's all about how our business is changing, how the world is changing from a corporate business model, where even the corporates, without telling us, but they are moving over to network marketing. They are paying people purely for their performance. They are paying people for every hour, their unit, their car, their guests, their restaurant, client, or whatever. So that's changing in such a sense that even the corporate world doesn't want to pay people a full salary anymore. And I saw that, and I understood that story. So I said, okay, I understand it. I'll be one of the first to adjust to that. I know it hurts, because having a job and being paid by time, and as an IT consultant, I've been paid really well, over $100,000, no issues, but still, it's not going to make me happy in the end, because at the same time they own you. They want all your time. Doesn't matter 24/7 when it is. You have to give that to them. Get to the end of my story. This year I met in Manchester. I met a guy, Aaron, and he's a real pay forward, give to get person, and he started doing all my technical stuff, and also said, okay, hey, can you save money here, can you save money there, because I was bleeding, and spending too much to my dismay to my wife. But of course, if you've lived a spoiled rich brat kind of life all your life, and I'm the youngest kid at home, so I had no sense of personal responsibility, really, honestly. I could, and at the height of my consultancy, I lost $1 million overnight, and I just could build it back up. So anyway, just to say that, besides that, I needed to work internally, so I needed somebody to take over but I just needed to be able to. Something else I found out, and that is I am a team kind of person. Just like I'm connecting with you now is really because I do not like to work alone. I just can't. I'm a warm and fuzzy. I need to be able to work with people, and then I'll do anything for them. I'll run for if you tell me, hey, we're going to do this, then I will be with you. But if I'm left on my own, and maybe I don't have the entrepreneurship of a loner, a single individual, but I surely love to work with people. That's why it clicked with my team in Manchester, and I decided one day. Oh no, it was actually at the Empower event in Charlotte. I was sitting in the room, it was the end of the day, and I forgot his name, but a guy from Austria went on stage and he told about his 90-day project. 90-day, and he said 100K. And I thought, I can do that. 90-day, 100K. And he said, in the end of the story, his story, it wasn't quite 100, it was like 94, but he made it. And I thought, okay, if I can do something like that, but I do have to be with my team. So I decided a good moment was when the family was going to go up to New York anyway for a reunion. I said, I'm driving up by car, and then I'll drive on to New Hampshire. So it was July 21st on a Monday. I drove up to Manchester. I met my team for the first time, face to face. And it was a good encounter. We really got close, and we're now at the end of the third week, or actually the beginning of the fourth week, and we've got a lot of infrastructure in place. The name that we've come up with is Freelance Marketeer. That's the business name. So we have a portal, a business portal under Freelance Marketeer. And beside that, of course, we got the social media, which are in my own name, and we have a personal blog, which is marcelspitz.tv, and that is now getting ready actually to do webinars and hangouts and of course blogging. So it's all falling into place, but I'm a bit impatient, so I to me it's never fast enough. But
well, we're all like that, man. Definitely.
Yeah, that's the story at this point, and it's going to take off, I know. And if I can generate some quick money, which we're looking at right now, I mean, I got into the Freedom Fighters deal. I don't know, did you?
Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, that Freedom Fighters thing is amazing. If you guys don't know what that is, get connected with me on Facebook or get connected with Marcel, and we'll definitely show you how you can utilize the Freedom Fighters formula and modules. Because that thing is amazing. It just get in contact with us and we'll tell you about it. But keep going, Marcel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, the bottom line for those people that are interested, the Freedom Fighters is literally going through, I think it's 8 steps. It'll take you no more than between half an hour and an hour. You just put your credit card in, and it automatically will find the traffic for you, and it will start signing up people for you, and you'll get leads coming to you. It is a fully turnkey system. I've never seen anything like that, and so it's good to make some money on the side on that. So anyway, yeah, and last night, of course, we were surprised. I was surprised. I hadn't heard too much about it before, by Dave Woods, that we're going to have the new products, the top producer formula for Empower. And that's actually what brought us together on Miles's show. And when I met you, and I thought, well, how are you going to go into this? Because I am a Google person completely, but I haven't used my Google Plus very much, neither my YouTube. So I really am interested to hear from your side, Gerald. How you and maybe first tell something about your background, and then take it from there. And maybe we can cut it into the piece about ourselves, and then after that we do some technical where you explain a few things. I'd love that.
All right, cool. Well, those of you that don't know me, I'm Gerald Alfred, and I got started in this industry a little bit about a year ago in this month. I got into a network marketing company, and I was the epitome of what everybody would say. how a lot of people start. I didn't know what to do. I just saw the dream, and I saw people that were making it happen in a network marketing company, and I thought, hey, if they can do it, I can do it. So I got involved, and the thing about normal network marketing companies is they tell you to make your 50 people list or 100 people list. Mine was a 50-person list, and then get your elevator speech and stuff ready. Well, when I made my 50-person list, 49 out of 50 of those people said no. They didn't want nothing to do with it, and so it just really left me stuck because I had no clue what to do. And that's what they trained us to do, was go out and find people and talk to your warm market. And so I asked my sponsor what to do, and he told me to just go to the malls, go to Walmart, go anywhere that you can find people, and just approach them. And so I'm already a big guy, and people tend to get intimidated by me, until they see me smile and start talking. But back then, I actually had like long dreadlocks too, so it made it really awkward when I walked up to people at the mall and I said, "Hey, do you keep your business options open when it comes to making money?" They thought I was talking about something totally different, and a lot of people would run away in a sense. But needless to say, that didn't work out too well for me. So I needed to find a way to where I could actually still run my business, but not get turned down by my warm market, and to not have to like randomly walk up to people at the malls or disturb them in Walmart. Because one thing I've learned about that is when people see you do that, they automatically assume that they're gonna have to do that. And I mean that's not attractive to most people. Regardless what the dream is that people will try to sell you, that's not attractive to a lot of people because nobody likes rejection in the first place, and you're going to be rejected a lot doing that type of quote unquote marketing. So that's when I found the internet and how I could start leveraging the internet. And that's where I got my first thing with videos, because with videos you can start shooting videos and they're playing for you and doing the work for you all the time. So you don't have to, you're no longer getting rejected, your videos get rejected. So 100 people can reject my videos and it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. Which is a lot better than talking to 100 people and then most of them saying no. Like that can, I don't care how confident you are, that can bruise a man's pride. Like, dang, I'm not going nowhere. It takes a certain type of person to just keep pushing after that. But after I, kind of meandered around, so to say, online trying to do that, it just really didn't work out because I was just shooting videos, but I didn't have any actual training, which is when I came across, Empowered. And with Empowered, there's so much training that sometimes it could actually be information overload, depending on if you try to intake all of it or if you sit down and pick a specific area that you want to get good at. And since blogging is one of like our 8 core commitments, and I like doing videos anyways, I decided, hey, I'm going to blog with videos and do stuff like that. So that's where this came around. And with the videos, the videos and the blog, like on our blog, we can share with Google Plus and like Twitter and stuff like that. And so I found out a lot of people might not respond in the sense of leaving a comment on your blogs or your videos or whatnot, but they will pay attention to them. So before I keep going on that, a lot of people really think that Google Plus is like a ghost town, and it's not a ghost town. There's like 550 million active users on here, and it's like, while that's only half of, in the sense of what Facebook is, the people that are on Google Plus are a lot more passionate about the things that they're on Google Plus about. So they stay on longer, they're more interactive, and they like the feel and the vibe around it. When you're on Facebook, a lot of times you just spend hours reading other people's stuff. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I've been on Facebook and 2 hours will go by and I literally didn't do anything, like nothing. And it was like, man, how did these 2 hours just pass by and I didn't do anything? I didn't talk to anybody personally. I didn't even leave I didn't even leave a status update, but somehow time just dwindled. The thing about Google Plus is people are actively on here. They love the vibe. They scroll down up and down their page all the time because Google Plus gives you things like GIFs, like the animated picture movements. People like, I guess, viewing that a lot more. That's why Facebook has started to incorporate the automatic video playing, which surprisingly people on Facebook don't like that much. So it's interesting. But Google Plus users are a lot more passionate about the different things that they like. So it makes your target audience a lot more targeted when you get to deal with Google Plus. Join different groups and stuff like that. We'll get into the mechanics later. But the biggest thing that really got me involved with it was the fact that it was connected to my YouTube. And so like anytime I load up a video, it automatically loads up on Google Plus. So it just starts sharing, and it starts bringing out more people who are directly looking for what it is that I'm posting my video about, instead of what I like to call the post and pray method, which is what I used to do prior to Empower, which was what you kind of see me doing earlier, because I'm going to try something new for this new launch. But where you just go to a whole bunch of groups and you just like kind of spam your link. I'm trying something a little bit different on Facebook now, but that's what I call the post and pray method, which for a lot of people doesn't bring out a lot of results because that's all you're doing is you're posting your link and praying that somebody's going to click on it. While when you're in something like you're part of like Google Plus and it shares your information with people who are actively looking for it, and it's connected to the giant that is Google for people that are Googling different things, it works out 10 times way more effective because people are looking for what you have to offer instead of you going out looking for people who may or may not want to deal with what you have to offer. Does that make sense?
Yes, I had to switch off my mute. That makes a lot of sense, Gerald, and I think it's a very logical story of what you're telling. And, I can see where you have gone through different stages to get to this, and that must have been difficult at times. And it's really good to see that you have gone through this. And yeah, if I may ask, what are the things that in the difficult times that got you through? What's your daily mode of operation that pushes you forward?
Oh man, daily mode of operation. I have to, like when I wake up, I put my pants on the same way everybody else does. So I mean, I'm nobody special, but I have to start off with daily motivation. I have to start off reading something inspirational for 30 minutes to an hour. I have to like watch something or listen to something inspirational, motivational, something that gets me pumped up. It's a must. Your day rolls around so much smoother when you do that, because when you're in the people business, people are the most difficult things to deal with. So if you're making personal connections and you're dealing with people and you're dealing with sales and stuff like that, you have to keep yourself motivated. And if you're a leader, you have to be motivated because you have to then motivate your team, and because your team is going to operate just the same way that you operate. So if your team sees that you're slacking, they're going to slack. If you try to talk to them and you're not motivated, you're not inspiring, you're not transferring your energy to them, they're going to operate on that same level. So it's best to always stay as highly motivated as you possibly can. And one of the things that I've learned is, what was that? Well, I thought you asked me a question. One of the things that I've learned is even if you're not surrounded by maybe like a certain type of people that you want to be surrounded by, we're human. And with being a human, like our senses can't tell whether we're literally in the same room with that person or not. So listening to different audios is just the same as like you're sitting there having a conversation with that person. So sometimes, I'm not around positive people because, I mean, we all still have lives to live. And I don't want to hear the negativity. So I'll put on some Bob Proctor or some Jim Rohn or, some Empower Network, Inner Circle audios and listen to those things because those are people that are going places that I want to go to. The people that, that are around you on the normal day-to-day basis, for most people, they don't believe that, that they can achieve higher levels of success. Because that's the way we've been trained. That's the way we've been taught to just sit
Right.
back and take whatever's been given to us. And I don't believe that at all. I believe that we actually are the creators of our own lifestyle. And thus far, as I've been proving that. And I hope to
Okay.
continue doing that. And I can't wait to help as many people as I possibly can do that.
Right. Okay. Well, and that's exactly what I feel that many people need to hear, what you've just been saying about doing the daily inspirational stuff, starting the day with that to get on the right frequency of life, to be able to be strong and mentally be ready for everything. I actually, that was the other book I was showing you. I always have a book, one on the technical side, and I like to have a book on the more on the self-development and leadership side. And I don't know if you know books by a guy called Harry Palmer, and I actually went to a training of his, Avatar, the training is, and to me that was the step to get into a more spiritual life and to be able to learn how to create my own reality, and even stronger, how to discreate certain reality, because we are all picking up things based on beliefs, and until we actually, we think the wrong way around. We think, for instance, that the present comes from the past. Well, you will learn here that the present or the past is a perception which you make today. So today, actually, you create whatever you think of the past, just as you create whatever you think of the future. So today is the starting point for the past and the future. It's not that the past is the starting point for today. And that is a total new way of thinking that I never knew, but it's helped me. It's helped me my own reality. I'm going further in this path. This book is called Living Deliberately by Harry Palmer, and it's a story about his life, and it's some pages you have to read again and again, but I'll see if I can get it into your hands somehow. So, and I'll be
That'd
in.
be awesome.
I'll be in,
Living deliberately. Now,
living
for
deliberately.
viewers, yeah, write that down. Living deliberately, right? That's what you said.
Yes.
Harry Palmer,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
You got to be a student of the game in order to survive in this. And write
Right.
these things down. I'm taking notes just like everybody else should be.
Yeah. So am I. So am I here. That's we are so eager to learn things, and every time again, if you don't write it down, it's not that you get the chance to read everything, but I put these little circles next to the things that I really must get back to, because they are to me an action. So I've put in here a circle next to the word training too much, because I actually in the Empower is essential for which type, how should I say, which type of marketing that you're doing. You're saying blogging, so I want to see for blogging, okay, which things do you really need to be able to go through, and which things can you kind of put aside, because I also have found that it's too much, and I'm not much of a student. I learn things left, right, and center, but I don't, so far I haven't followed things from A through Z, because certain things I may have started over again and again and again, but then I skip parts. So that's not the way to do it, I know. And my thing about the freelance marketeer is that we're starting up a coaching class, and it's actually, we have we call it an academy, I4 Academy. So the letter I, number 4, and then Academy. I4 Academy is a training center where people can start to learn for free, to go in and they will see a lot of information that's available and systems that they can use, and I will be teaching there also on a hangout basis. So the next thing is that people then can actually say, okay, I think I know what to do. I'm going to start at a low level of doing Empower, and then get in, and then from that to see the results. So that's also something I wanted to say, because that's part of my daily life here. Yeah.
No, that's definitely great, man. Because first of all, that type of teaching and that type of training helps people out a lot. So it not only builds rapport, but then they also learn something from you. And when people learn something from you, they tend to keep coming back.
Right.
And then now with what's about to come out on Friday from Empower, it's going to be something spectacular, because you know it's no longer about the blogging, because a lot of people don't like the blogging. You know, they don't. A lot of people want to join Empower. They want to be a part of it. They love the training and the extra stuff. They just don't want to get the blog. It's like they don't like blogging.
I like to say something.
With the new top producer formula that's coming out, man, it's going to be a total game changer, because we do have like the best education system for internet marketing and for just learning how to teach people how to make money online. But a lot of people are just so turned off by the blogging that it's just like, hey, I'll get with it later, you know.
You're right. I want to add to that, just to let people understand that the top producer formula is more about the psychology that is involved on your own side, of course, to things that we were talking about a moment ago, to mentally prepare yourself for things, but also to understand your customer and what their needs and wants are, and how you can prepare to make them feel good, so that you can be of real service to them, and that they feel that they want to do this, that they want to get in, and they like it. I had trouble, as I said at the beginning with Empower, that I was running, how ethical it was. I have a very strong feeling for righteousness, justice, and I can really get very annoyed if I feel things are unjust, or people are not being treated fair. So, but I have learned, also going to Miami, to the Empower event in Miami, 2012 that was, that I really learned, no, it was last year, 2013 that was, or beginning of 2014.
It's actually January, yeah.
Yeah, it was this January. So okay, so that was another step up for me to get back, and that's when I also reunited with Miles and said, Miles, I know you can do this, and you know that when it comes to internet marketing, the technical side of it, that I am better than you at this. Well, as I said, I was handicapped. I knew too much technical stuff, and it bogged me down. I just didn't do the things that were needed, which were on content creation and about telling people about motivation and self-leadership. So I want to stress then that the top producer formula is all about that, about all of the things, not the technical side, but it's all about learning the higher level of being able to connect with people, and of course then also to communicate and close with people. So I really like that about the product that's coming out, and I'd like to see that as many people can get a hold of this, and that's why I think it's perfect. People can start by $7, right?
Yeah, $7 to get, you know, to get the first product, new front end is $7. You know, everybody can afford $7. You know, that's a beauty alone, but the actual content of it is just fantastic, because it doesn't matter what business opportunity that you're a part of. Hold on, my business line is ringing. My bad. But it doesn't matter what business opportunity that you're a part of. You know, it always involves recruiting and selling, and a lot of people don't know how to do that. You know, so with training to finally teach you step by step strategically how to get an 85% close rate. It's like 85, 90% close rate. That's insane. That's something that'll automatically draw people in on the front end instead of, versus having the blog, which didn't always turn people on.
Right, right. And I think it's also interesting for people that are further up in the, how shall I say, that are more interested in psychology and the higher level of social interacting. And people like lawyers and realtors and people that have their own small business or middle-sized business, or even people that have a job, like my old peers, the project managers that I used to be with, and that are still spending. They're getting good money now, but they know when the day comes that they are no longer needed, that they have to live a different lifestyle because they're not going to get that income anymore. So I think that those people will be really attracted to this new product, and yeah, I invite everybody to get in on this. And also I understand, and correct me here, Gerald, I understand that if people want to start making money from the start, then it's worthwhile that before now and the actual launch, which is going to be what, in the weekend, in Sunday or something?
Yeah,
Or when's
the actual launch will be this weekend. It'll
20?
be on Saturday. So if you
20?
guys want, yeah, if you want to get in before that and be there for the actual launch, the live recording of the processes and everything that's going to be sold later, you should definitely get involved. Get in contact with me or Marcel. I'll put the information down below so you can get in contact with us via Facebook. That way you don't miss out on the immediate content as soon as it comes out, because
Yes.
you'll see the hype from it. It'll be all over Google Plus and YouTube and Facebook and all the social medias. But I know, if you're smart like we are, you want it as soon as you can. That
Right.
way you can capitalize on it and immediately start making money.
Do I understand correctly, Gerald, from Dave Wood last night? I understand that if people want to take charge and if they want to start getting other people in at the $7 deal, then they should get in like before the weekend with you and me, and they should get in on the $25 level, which is, I mean, it's peanuts also for people just to start on that, and then they can see how that goes. And from that being into Empower, they are able to, and they should do it as soon as possible, because then they have a few days left before the weekend to invite other people, and we will give them all the marketing materials to do that.
Correct. Actually, for affiliates, we actually get to purchase, and start promoting tomorrow. The actual, we can't release it until the public until Friday, and then the actual live recording, the 6-hour live recording training that will be sold for $7 will be done on Saturday. But if you want to be a part of that and actually start getting the information and everything that you need to promote it to guarantee sales, then it would be smart of you to go ahead and join before tomorrow when we can start purchasing as affiliates.
Okay, right. Well, maybe finish off with a call to action to the people. It was a really nice hangout that I had with you today, and getting to know each other better through that way. I am planning to do more interviews with people. So Freelance Marketeers, Freelance Marketeer is a platform where, like, I am, or we are interviewing each other right now. Other people will get a chance to come with their own talents, skills, and passion to become unique. We brand everybody, and we assess together with you. We make a plan so that in whatever you are good into, if you're good into butterflies or cars, it doesn't matter. Whatever uniqueness you have, we can start branding you. And also, of course, you need income. So therefore, we have great products like Empower to make sure you have the additional income coming in. Also, the Freedom Fighter Network, if you do have some money put into leads. I think it's $100 you need, and then you can start. You'll get your your sign up, and the guarantee is never lose. Okay, so on that end, if you want to add something to close, Gerald.
On the close, I just want to say that right now I'm actually posting both of our Facebook links so they can get directly in contact with us. That way, if they have any further questions, they can just talk to us directly, because a lot of people are afraid to get personally involved. But people like you and I, we're about people. We like working with teams. We like working with team members. That's why we're having one of these. So down below in the comments area, I'm leaving our personal Facebooks, so you can go ahead and get at us, get with us before the before tomorrow, because tomorrow, as a team, as affiliates, a part of Empower Network, we get to start purchasing the Top Producer Formula, brand new system. Everything is brand new. Nobody's ever seen any of this before, so you're going to be one of the first few people to have this when you get in contact with us. And like I said, it's only going to be $7 to start bringing in people, and everybody can afford $7. Everybody wants to start recruiting, closing, and learning how to master that in seconds. So we're leaving that information down below. Get in contact with us, and this weekend will be the actual releasing and launching of the Top Producer Formula, which is going to be bananas. It's going to have everything that you need, from closing mastery to how to create a capture page, to how to run funnels, to how to, everything that you need to learn to become a top producer inside of whatever business opportunity, or maybe if you are a realtor, if you're a plumber, if I actually have people who run an air conditioning company. These are business principles that everybody needs to know, because like I was talking to my CEO buddies the other day who run a local company out here, people don't use phone books anymore. People don't use business cards anymore. If you want something, people just go directly online. So with this Top Producer Formula, you'll be a top producer in, network marketing, internet marketing, or just businesses regardless. Because it doesn't matter if you just want to make money online or you want to make more money online. This is a product that you will need. So like I said, the information is down below. Get in contact with us, and stay tuned to your social media. Stay tuned to this Google Plus and my Google Hangouts, because we're going to be dropping a lot more information as the days creep along towards the launching of this product. I hope you guys enjoyed this with me and Marcel, man. It's your boy Gerald Alfred, wishing you joy, happiness, and laughter. You guys have a great one.
Okay.